Alright guys, doing a chest day today. We are starting out on this guy. We paired it with flies with normal presses. We did 10 and 10, 9 and 9. This is our 8 and 8. 8 reps of flies, and then 8 reps of presses. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh, it's pretty brutal. Okay. Get some flies in. Okay guys, I'm going to just add a couple of things over voiceover just because I didn't get enough recorded while I was filming this in the gym. Sometimes it just gets too loud and sometimes the equipment is just too squeaky and noisy. Y'all don't want to hear that. So I'm just going to go over a couple things that I was going through during this workout. I want to go back to where we started, back on the presses when we were comboing chest press and chest flies. Those, I was literally just doing 10 reps of each, and then went down 9 reps, and then 8 reps. And it was literally so good. Pre-exhausted the chest nicely, and I would recommend doing that as a beginning exercise. There was so much blood flow, and it honestly was a really good way to focus on mind-muscle connection, which is helping you to stimulate the proper muscles. And that's what we want to do. We want to stimulate them, overload them, and get them to grow and get them to be stronger. So I highly recommend doing something like that as your first exercise. And then we moved on to the machine press. This is one of the machines that was super, super noisy. It was just squeaking the whole time. They had just fixed it, and apparently it's still got some problems. But hop on any type of machine press like this, and it is going to be good. Not the star of the show, but it's a good one to kind of just get my elbows warmed up and ready to go for the dumbbell bench press. At this point in the workout, I was feeling a really silly recording just because it was so squeaky. It was awful. But anyway, moving on to my favorite chest exercise, the incline bench press with the dumbbell. Well, actually, flat bench is my favorite, but we'll get there. We like to start with a little bit of a higher incline, and then we just go down as the sets go on, and then we end up with a really low incline. So that's what we did today. We didn't do completely flat bench, but we did do the incline in those increments. We usually always do it where we're starting off higher, and then we just lower the incline, and then we also higher the weight as we go lower on the incline. Most of my working sets were with these 35s. I don't think I touched 40s this time. I was feeling a little extra sore and fatigued, and the reps just weren't. They were just way harder than they should have been. But yeah, I just got to spend a lot of time on 35s this time, so that was good. Getting those reps in there and really trying to focus on form and just honestly pushing the weight up because, again, I was super sore already. But we got to push through. Can't just not show up if we don't feel like it, you know? All right. Okay. At this point, I was exhausted, but that's okay. We were doing the plate loaded bench press. This one has like the tiniest bit of incline. But anything like this will do. If your gym has something like that, it's a pretty interesting little machine. We like to use it. My husband noticed that I was sitting a little bit too high and I wasn't quite hitting the chest properly. And so by the end of these sets, I kind of moved down. So just make sure you are in a good position where it's at the midline of your chest. Okay, there's no hiding it. I was exhausted. But anyway, we continue to push on and show up for ourselves, and added some more weight, and we just kept pressing, guys.